There's always one jumped up voice that nobody wants to listen to, isn't there? Today's example of that is Henry Dimbleby, who ironically owns a fast food chain. Now, Henry Dimbleby is involved with the government in the UK, and his involvement is so influential that he was able to convince the Parliament to look at introducing a tax on what he considers to be foods that contain far too much sugar and fat. Now, Mr. Dimbleby, talking about sugar and fat and fast foods and wanting to tax the general public on it, it possibly could cause the average British family to spend another £240 a year on their shopping. His plans extend as far as supermarket products, not just fast food takeaways. However, the stock market has maintained a modicum of common sense, and nobody has listened to this. This morning, companies like Kellogg's and Nestle both are huge producers of food, and they own several brands that make everything from breakfast cereals to chocolate bars to ice creams, all the things that would fall under the proposed unpleasant remit of Mr. Dimbleby. Now, Mr. Dimbleby himself isn't exactly slimline, and his fast food chain is exactly that, a processed fast food chain. But he expects you to delve deep into your pockets to pay a higher price for such foods. I wonder why that is, considering that he sold his company for £100 million last year to a private equity fund. Well, even if the Prime Minister does listen, not that the government has said anything one way or another yet, it's not really anything to worry about too much. The manufacturers perhaps are basking in the publicity, and if you look at the stock prices this morning, they're actually going up rather than stagnating, which is quite remarkable. So either there's nothing to worry about and this particular individual is just trying to seek publicity and has no influence, or the British public are so hooked on convenience foods and things that have a lot of flavour and things that maybe aren't exactly known for being particularly healthy but are not really that harmful either, that a small increase in tax will just not really put anybody off. Anyway, it's basically a case of business as usual, eating habits as usual, and nothing to worry about. Don't mind if I do.